Life is good. You're traveling on your private plane, relaxing while on your way to Dubai to play golf or whatever rich people do. You're flying over the Pacific Ocean, the largest ocean in the world, that's filled with interesting creatures and vibrant islands. But suddenly, oh no! Something malfunctioned in the plane, and it's crashing. Will this be the end? You pray and pray you'll end up all right. The plane crashes on an island. Fire and smoke rises from the rubble. Miraculously, you still stand in one piece. You're bruised and hurt, with cuts and gashes riddled through your body. Your pilot unfortunately didn't make it. You lived, but maybe he's the lucky one. He's not trapped on this unknown island. Now you're all alone, stranded in the middle of nowhere. Just you, yourself, and your shadow. Day 1. Don't panic. Assess your situation. Look through the rubble and try to salvage whatever you can find. Luckily, there happens to be a hatchet and a bowl, still intact. Your body is riddled with pain and it hurts to move, but don't give up just yet. It could take days, even weeks, for anyone to even know you're out here. So you have to lock in. Inspect your surroundings. Immediately look for a source of fresh water. Water is the most important thing to have when stranded. Footsteps from animals or birds can help you locate fresh water. Sunlight is limited, so you'll have to move quickly. If you find one, make note of where it is in your head, or place a physical marker. If there is no fresh water, you're not completely out of luck. You can always collect rainwater or distill ocean water, which is a whole other process. You're near the equator, so it can get extremely hot. You'll need to find shade or a place to shelter before night. Prioritizing elevated areas decreases chances of run-ins with wild animals and protects you from potential disasters like floods. Try to find natural shelter like overhangs. While it may look tempting, I wouldn't recommend caves since they tend to house dangerous wildlife. After you find the best spot you can, you'll need to accommodate it to your needs. Try to use big leaves or foliage to make a comfy bed. Go Minecraft style. Try to construct more shelter like walls out of trees or bamboo. Luckily, your handy axe can help you with that. You can use vines to tie stuff together. Your first night has come. It would be dangerous to move around at night due to limited vision and active wildlife, so you should just stay in your little hut and sleep. Day 2. Congratulations, you made your first night. Your throat feels dry and your stomach sends earthquakes through your body. It's time to get something to drink. Return to the source of fresh water you saw yesterday. You might feel tempted to drink from the source, but don't. You could be ingesting deadly viruses or parasites. Instead, purify your water. How do I do this, you ask? I mean, you are in the middle of nowhere. But don't worry, there is a way. Find anything that could work as a container. That bowl is perfect for this. Fill the bowl with water and make a makeshift stove. The next thing is getting a fire. That can be hard depending on what you have. Look for anything that would start or catch a fire. Rip off tree bark, pick up dry leaves, rip off fibers from a coconut. Now here's the hard part, actually starting the fire. The key is friction. Friction equals sparks, sparks equal fire. Look for rocks, specifically rocks that look like flint or chert, and find something metallic. Luckily that plain part will do. Now you have a makeshift flint and steel. Now strike them over and over again until you get sparks. If you get lucky, a fire might start. But don't let it die out though. Toss more flammable materials to keep the flame alive. Let the water boil under the heat for about 3 minutes, then let it cool. And bam, you have drinkable water. You're hydrated, but now you're still hungry. So go out and find some food. Look for common fruits that you would know first, like bananas or raspberries or any other identifiable fruit. If all else fails, you'll have to rely on random fruits. These fruits aren't the best things to eat because some tend to be poisonous, and there's no way to tell if they are, so it's kind of a gamble. But only use this as a last option. Berries are good and all, but sometimes you need a little meat. So it's time to go hunting. This really depends on where you're stranded and what wildlife you have at your disposal. Fishes and aquatic animals are usually easier to catch than small game. There's multiple ways you can go about this. If it's in shallow water, you can try to just straight up grab it. But in deeper waters, you'll need a tool. If you can somehow craft a spear, you can go spearfishing, but you will need some fast reflexes and skill. But what's that? Don't feel like it? Well, there are some other less physical ways to catch fish. Weirs can be helpful, They are little traps that, well, trap fish. Find a suitable place that has a significant change in tide and make a U-shaped wall made out of rocks. Not too high, but not too low. When the tide is high, the fish will swim over the trap, but when it recedes, the fish will be stuck in the trap. While you're out here, you can also go tidal hunting. If the tides flow, you can find shellfish still left behind. Now, hunting small game animals can be a bit different depending on where you are. If you set the right traps, you should be good. Looks like the sun's setting. Congratulations, you made it another day. Day 3. It's been 3 days. Admittedly, it hasn't been as bad as you thought. You decide to get started early today and make an attempt to try to get off this cursed island. You find the shore and use rocks to spell out SOS, big enough to be seen from high up above. You see a cargo boat sail by. You scream as loud as you can, but they don't see nor hear you. You watch helplessly as they sail past. After that, you start your routine of getting water, hunting, and exploring. Keeping a routine helps you maintain your sanity. Being sane is one of the most important things while being stranded. Try recounting movies in your head, or try to see how far you can throw a rock. I know it sounds crazy, but try making a friend, like Wilson. Always try to do something to keep your mind jogging. But now it's time to get some rest. Looking for shellfish can really tire you out. As you rest in your shelter, you hear some shuffling. You look down at your feet and see a giant lizard crawling toward you, and it seems like he's hungry. You pick up your hatchet and arm yourself. The giant lizard strikes, slashing you in your leg. You strike back and luckily get a strike at its neck, killing it. Your leg stings, but at least you're having lizard for dinner. But you need to focus on your wound. It could be very dangerous if it gets infected, which can be very easy to do in the wilderness. First things first is to stop the bleeding. Try to use cloth, like from your shirt or pants, to stop it. If it gets soaked, add another layer. Then, elevate the part. After the bleeding has stopped, it is important to clean it to avoid infection. Try using some of your purified water. There are natural antibiotics in the wild, like honey. If you're lucky enough to find some, apply it. It can have antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects. After you've applied it, wrap the wound back up again. Just make sure the wound does not get infected. It's starting to get dark. Well, today's been a crazy day, but at least you made it. Day 17? It's been 2 weeks, or at least that's what you think. It's been hard keeping up with time. You've been doing the same routine for the past dozen days. Wake up, drink, scavenge, sleep. You've lost weight and your hair's grown out. You also stink, like really bad. Your scar has surprisingly healed up nicely, and your best friend Jebediah the palm leaf has been stealing your berries again. He's probably plotting on you. While you've had all this free time, you've taken up home design, and you've gotten your shelter as homey as can be. But it will never be your actual home. Alright, let's get back on topic. Your SOS sign has been collecting dust for the past 2 weeks, but today's your lucky day. A pilot flying over the island has spotted your sign and has called in and has informed air control that he's found a possible sign of life. They send out a rescue team to your location in hopes of finding someone still in one piece. You sit in your shelter, sharpening your hatchet, and suddenly hear the sounds of helicopter blades. They have finally found you and are ready to take you back home. Is this a dream or an illusion? Nope, it's for real. After 17 days of eating snails and pooping in holes, you've finally made it. Back home, it's interview after interview asking how you survived on a remote island for 17 days. You say, yeah, I survived thanks to Anything Ever survival video.